Has President William Ruto lost Mt Kenya for good? This is the question many Kenyans are asking, and answers are conflictingly flooding. An incident involving Mathira Member of Parliament Eric Wamumbi could be something to focus on. Reports indicate he was heckled during a public event on Wednesday, prompting widespread discussion about his political standing, his affiliates, and the broader impact on President William Ruto and the Mt Kenya political landscape. What are the consequences for Ruto's administration? Eric Wamumbi, the Member of Parliament for Mathira, attended a public gathering in Kirinyaga on Wednesday. His purpose was to address constituents and promote development initiatives aligned with President Ruto's Kenya Kwanza agenda. However, shortly after he began speaking, the crowd interrupted him with boos and chants. Sources report the audience shouted terms like traitor and sellout, preventing him from continuing. The situation escalated and Wamumbi was forced to leave the stage under security escort.
Saidia huyu mama na watoto wake. Na huyu mama amekuwa kutumiwa na Rigathi Gachagua. Alafu anatuma vijana hapo wakuze kuditisha. Mimi sitishwangi. Hao vijana wake anatuma hawapange vizuri. Hawapange vizuri. Katika mazishi hakuna siasa. Wote wameongea na hapa tu Kirinyaga. Tumekumbali ili tusikane kwa amani. Mwenye amekuja kutusi watu ni Wamumbi. Na ndio unaona sasa umekasirika, ukamwambia keti.
Tumekuja hapa tukaamua hakuna siasa kwenye mazishi na Father Paul na tukakubali kama viongozi tunazungumza tukamaliza. Lakini yule MP wa Mathira yule wa Mungu anachukua
The immediate cause appears linked to recent tensions in Mt Kenya. Posts on X, Wamumbi referenced former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who retains significant support in the region despite his impeachment in October 2024. Wamumbi's alleged comments dismissing Gachagua's influence reportedly provoked the crowd, many of whom are Gachagua's loyalists. The incident marks a notable public rejection of Wamumbi in his home constituency. The heckling has brought scrutiny to Wamumbi's political position. As a vocal supporter of President Ruto, he has positioned himself as a key figure in Mathira since Gachagua's exit from government. Wamumbi has consistently backed Ruto's meetings and promoting Kenya Kwanza projects in the region. However, The Wednesday's event suggested a disconnect with his constituents. Public reaction amplified on social media platforms indicate that many view Wamumbi as an overly aligned with Ruto at the expense of local interests. Critics argue he has prioritized national party loyalty over regional concerns, such as agricultural reforms for tea and coffee farmers, issues Gachagua championed. This perception has weakened his credibility in Mathira, exposing vulnerabilities in his leadership and raising questions about his ability to maintain support in a constituency still influenced by Gachagua's legacy. Wamumbi is a member of the United Democratic Alliance, or UDA, the ruling party led by President Ruto. His closest affiliates within UDA include National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah and Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, both prominent Mt Kenya leaders tasked with consolidating Ruto's influence in the region. These figures have faced similar challenges recently. For instance, Ichung'wah encountered heckling during Ruto's Mt Kenya tour in early April 2025. UDA secured a strong mandate in Mt Kenya during the 2022 elections, largely due to Gachagua's mobilization. Following his impeachment, the party has struggled to maintain unity. Wamumbi's role has been to reinforce UDA's presence in Mathira, but the Wednesday's incident suggests this strategy is faltering. It reflects broader difficulties for UDA in managing dissent and retaining voter confidence in a region critical to its national dominance. The implications of these incidents extend to President William Ruto and the political environment in Mt Kenya. The region contributed over 3 million votes to Ruto's 2022 victory, making it a cornerstone of his presidency. However, since Gachagua's removal, President Ruto has faced resistance from parts of Mt Kenya, with some constituents feeling sidelined by his administration. Wamumbi's heckling on Wednesday underscored this discontent. For Ruto, maintaining Mt Kenya's support is essential for his 2027 re-election bid. The appointment of Kindiki as deputy president and reliance on figures like Wamumbi were intended to stabilize the region, but these efforts appear insufficient. Gachagua remains active, criticizing UDA and hinting at forming a new political movement. The Wednesday's event could embolden his supporters, potentially fracturing Mt Kenya's vote in future elections. Ruto's administration may need to address local grievances, such as agricultural pricing and infrastructure, to prevent further erosion of support. So what do we have? Wamumbi's heckling on April 9, 2025 highlights his exposure as a polarizing figure, challenges for UDA, and mounting pressure on President Ruto in Mt Kenya. Let us know what you think. Has President Ruto completely lost Mt Kenya? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.